Today is all about breakfast. I'm holding in my hand, if you can read this, 100% whole wheat oat cereal. And I got 3 other ingredients. I got Zoe Greek yogurt, and I can tell you this is high fat. This is probably, it's not low fat, it's just plain. Plain Greek yogurt, full fat. So good. This is my breakfast. I want to share with you my breakfast and go over the mindset of what's fueling this breakfast and some nutrition. So yes, the breakfast is oatmeal. I also have some deluxe mixed nuts. You don't need to go deluxe. You don't need to go deluxe, but these nuts, the fat, gives me a lot of good, clean fuel to start my day. And then lastly, I just got some honey because I like my stuff to taste good. If you notice, I don't do that many recipes, and I'm gonna do more often, but when I do, man, it tastes good. And that's really, really important that we not just focus on nutrition, but focus on that you like it, that you like eating healthy, that you understand that it's okay to have sources of healthy fats, that you need healthy fats, really. Seriously, you need healthy fats. Don't be afraid of fat. So let's get into this meal and what's this mindset about. So there's a couple principles I want to talk to you about. First, look at how many different food groups I have. I'm not going to count honey because it's just really a flavoring to make it taste good, but I got in the nuts, protein and fat, in the whole wheat, and notice how it says 100% whole wheat or whole grain. That 100% is a thing you want to look for when you're shopping. It means that it's like the only ingredient on here is whole grain rolled oats, period. There's no commas, there's no like refined sugars. When it says 100%, you know it's legit. It's coming straight from a grain source. And sometimes these companies, they can get really tricky. When it doesn't say 100%, when it just says whole grain, sometimes it's still very, very processed. So I also have another example here too. 100% wheat, right? And when we look at the ingredients, the first ingredient, which they list the ingredients by the proportion of ingredients. The first ingredient is whole wheat flour, right? Water, boom. So a lot of this is good stuff and you get 100%. And then lastly, the Greek yogurt, another healthy fat, all right? So if you look at, I got 3 food groups: protein, fat, and some whole grain carbs. So pretty much with every meal, that's something that I strive for, is a diversification of protein, fat, and carbs. And of course veggies, but for breakfast, we're not worrying about veggies. But I really just wanted to show you that I myself do follow these guidelines that I recommend. And one of these guidelines is a variety of macronutrients, high in good fats, and make it taste good. And then lastly too, I just wanted to just tell you that this doesn't take long. This takes me 90 seconds in the microwave, fill it up with water, dump some nuts in, spoonful of yogurt, mix it with some honey, glass of water, bam. It's total of 6 minutes. This and the mindset of why we need breakfast, right? We don't just want to focus on tactics. A tactic is telling you what to eat or getting the like 100%. That's a tactic. That's a little tiny detail. We need strategy, especially if you're struggling with eating disorders or eating problems, or you're just not the best at eating. It's okay. A lot of people have that. If we're not so good at eating, we need a strategy as well as tactics. And the strategy here for breakfast is to start the day off with some food. If you are overeating, if you have an overeating problem, I help people with overeating problems. The biggest thing is actually to stop overeating. You need to eat more regularly. The biggest problem I see is meals are skipped. Just the other day, I was talking with a woman, and she's been really incorporating this mindset that fueling her body with nutrient-dense foods, like these are examples of nutrient-dense foods, fueling her body with nutrient-dense foods. She was running errands on the weekend for like, it was a big weekend, and she was running around all day, and she realized that she hadn't eaten in like 6 hours or 5 hours, something like that. And she had noticed her belly was just growling. And we had worked on this mindset before. This mindset that you can't just not eat. You need to eat. Your body needs fuel. You need to honor your body and hunger by fueling up your body. And so she stopped in the middle of her day and said, you know what? I'm running errands. I got 1,000 things to do, but I'm going to go to Starbucks and get a protein box. She got a protein box. She ate it in like 10 minutes, back to running errands. That's great. So the mindset behind her strategy was, you can't let too much time go by without eating. Okay? Especially if you're just beginning this journey and you want to see rapid progress in the beginning, we need to see eating nutrient-dense foods on a regular basis as part of your self-care. You need to take a stand for self-care. There's so many people out there, so many women and men who are self-sacrificing. It's a lot of self-sacrifice, giving to other people, and never having time for themselves, and never even not eating for themselves. Okay? So when you start this mentality, it's you take some time to eat. You fuel your body. You give your body to give the nutrients it needs. And that in turn just regulates you get into a rhythm more. You're way less likely to overeat. And honestly, breakfast is the prime time to start your day off with this regular food thing. And look, I'm telling you what I do. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted to give you some ideas. And we're going to close with that. I'd love to know what sort of questions you have. What's your breakfast option? Let me know your breakfast option in the comments below. All right, have a good day. Peace.